there's snow. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it's snow. Hello. Today is currently February 18th and I want to show you guys something. You got based in Texas? That's great, they said. They ain't say shit about the snow. They ain't say shit diddly about the snow. They didn't say anything about the snow, people. The snow.
It's so good, 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 it's so do me like that with a smile, with a spark, with a you know me,
Crazy, y'all. Like, I'm from California. I am from LA. I have not ever been in snowfall like this. We have like places where you can go ski and stuff, but oh my gosh, look at how thick this snow is. I don't want to mess it up because it's so pretty. I'll do this part right here. Oh my gosh. Look at this. If you live in Texas, you have family members who live in Texas and they're going through it, my prayers go out to you as well as your family. I will say that because I'm in the military, I live on base in dorm housing. So the building that I live in is completely cement. So luckily, like, the ceiling can't cave in or anything like that. But I have seen lots of TikToks of people who are losing their homes to this, people who are losing family members to this, and my heart just goes out to them. My dad is older and he's obviously in California. I don't have any family out here like that, so I couldn't imagine if my dad was in the situation out here. I'm so grateful that he's home, but that doesn't take away from the fact that there are people out here who are really going through it. And we just got power back on like yesterday afternoon, like 3 p.m. yesterday, and yesterday was Wednesday. Power went out like for good on Monday around 3 p.m. So we were out for a cool minute. The struggle was real, like almost came to tears. Like, you don't realize how much you rely on electricity until it's taken away from you. And let me tell you, I'm afraid of the dark. 22 years old and afraid of the dark. Will probably forever be afraid of the dark. And when I tell you, like, as soon as the sun went away, like pitch black, like inside the dorm, outside the dorm, I couldn't even, if I put my freaking hand right here, I could not see it. Like right there, could not see it. If I closed my eyes and opened them, I could not tell the difference. Like, that freaking dark. It was honestly terrifying, especially being just a woman alone, really, living on a military base. If you know, you know. Like, it's just a scary environment to be in general. Then it's freezing cold, you're hungry. It's just been the struggle. But as much as we're suffering, we've been suffering, people are going through it worse. So it can always be worse. Yeah, so bear with me. It's unfortunate, some shit always has to happen once I start to get consistent on booktube, but yeah. Anyway, love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next clip, whenever that is. Go back to my channel. Sorry, I'm a little bit in like a hype mood today. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Amani and you are watching Along the Pages. So it's been since my February TBR that I actually did not complete at all. don't judge me. I really tried. I started it. I started Daughters of Jubilation, and I was getting very much, no offense to the author, you know, but it felt like a real life YA book. Like I was getting like, the writing was just underdeveloped in my opinion. I'm like used to a certain writing style now, and that doesn't necessarily mean the book is bad. I just feel like I'm on a different level to, I can read that, but it just throws me off because I'm just used to something else. So I couldn't continue that because I knew it was going to put me in a reading slump. And then all the other books that were on my TV, I mean, that I didn't even have physically. I didn't have any of these books physically. So anyway, long story short, I just could not record and read a book if it wasn't physically. So yeah. Anyway, point is, the other day I was like, it's time, I'm ready, I've knocked out the test that I need to take. I have one more, but I'm not worried about it. So I got these 3 books this week, and I'm really excited. So this was on, these 2 were on my TBR. So this one is called When You Look Like Us by Pamela and Harris, and I spoke about this in my previous video, but I'll read you a little excerpt about it. When you look like us, brown skin, brown eyes, black braids or fades, everyone else thinks you're trouble. No one takes a second look at a missing black girl from public housing because she must have bought whatever happened to her upon herself. So it's basically about a brother trying to find out what happened to his sister who has gone missing. That's all I know. That's all you need to know. If you want to know more, you can definitely look it up. But you know me, I don't be telling y'all too much about these books. So then, aside from that, I also got Concrete Rose. I spoke about this again in my February TBR, but I'll read a little bit for you. If there's one thing 17-year-old Maverick Carter knows, it's that a real man takes care of his family. As the son of a former gang legend, Maeve does that the only way he knows how, dealing for the King Lords. With this money, he can help his mom, who works 2 jobs while his dad is in prison. Life's not perfect, but with a fly girlfriend and a cousin who always has his back, Maeve's got everything under control. Until that is, Maverick finds out he's a father. So, yeah, if you read The Hate U Give, this is the 3rd book, and that it's a companion book. So, yeah. Anyway, point is, I love Angie Thomas, so I want to read that. And then this one has been talked about, and everyone's been waiting for this book to come out, and I have been waiting for it to come out, so I had to get it. And it's called The Gilded Ones by Namina. Oh my gosh, that's a pretty name. Namina Forna. So a little excerpt about this one. 16-year-old Decca lives in fear and anticipation of the blood ceremony that will determine whether she becomes a member of her village. After already different from everyone else because of her unnatural intuition, Decca prays for red blood so she can finally feel like she belongs. But on the day of the ceremony, her blood runs gold, the color of impurity, and Decca knows she will face a consequence worse than death. Not gonna read more than that. Just look at the cover. That's reason enough. So I know what you're thinking. Okay, cool, bet this is a reading vlog. She's about to start reading one of these books, but no, you've mistaken, because I felt really bad that I didn't read any black books, for one, within the month of February. But then I seen this TikTok, and a guy was like, people are like, oh, this didn't feel like Black History Month, and then it was like, Black History Month doesn't have to end with February. So I was like, you know what, March will be my continued version of Black History Month, except I didn't read anything in March, except I started reading A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas, because that is one of my favorite books of all times. I have not read it since the first time that I read it, and I just needed a book that was just, I knew was gonna make me feel good, and something that I haven't read it in so long. I remember everything that happened, but I of course don't remember every word, every single chapter. And I just wanted something that wasn't gonna put me in a reading slump and was gonna inspire me to read again, because I felt myself sliding into a reading slump. So, needless to say, I started reading A Court of Mist and Fury, and this is what my book looks like. It's freaking terrible. So basically, I let my cousin borrow this book some years ago, and I was like, I'm just gonna let her have it because I haven't had it since I let her borrow it. So then I tried to look up A Court of Mist and Fury online to like just get a new one, but they don't even make that print anymore, which is unfortunate. They make this new I mean, it's not ugly, but it just doesn't match the first two that I have. I mean, the first book that I have and the third one. So it's really annoying. But yeah, so I asked her if she had it and she sent it to me, but where's the dust cover, boo? Where's the dust cover? That was the main part that I wanted. So, and it's just like in such bad condition. So I'm gonna end up having to reorder. I'm gonna try and hunt down the original print, the original dust cover one, but chances of finding it, I'm not sure. Point is, I'm just gonna take what I've got though. I do have it physically in my hand, so whatever, I'm going to read it. I've been reading some of it online, so I'm not sure where I'm at in the book. I'm probably somewhere around there. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading this today, and if I get tired of it or I'm ready to pick up something else, I will start When You Look Like Us, because I'm just very excited for that book. And I'm excited to be filming again, so yeah. Welcome back.
No baby, no windy, no sun. Just music and just you. Have fun, have fun. I'll never be losing my mind every time. No, you know, knows me no better like that. Fitting in your style and not too quickly. And it's in the way you do when you move so swiftly. Smoking out the way I feel emotion.
Okay, I'm officially crying. So I read this book when I was in high school. I think that's when it came out. Point is, like, I haven't read it since then. And like, I remember what happened, but just to read the details and the conversations, and it's just like, I'm telling you, like, Throne of Glass is a really great series. It's my second favorite series, but A Court and Thorns and Roses is number one. Just the way that Sarah writes, the twists, the turns, everything is just like, if I imagine creating my own series, like, this is what it would be. So freaking good. I look freaking crazy right now, but I'm so happy. Like, oh my gosh, like the joy that fills my heart right now with reading this book is crazy. So good, so good. Really glad that I decided to pick this up. So yeah, we're just gonna keep reading.
Walking out the way I feel emotion. It's
I can't. I cannot. Cassian is like, oh my gosh. I ordered a quart of silver flame. I ordered that, so that gets here on Monday, and today's Saturday. And oh my gosh, Cassian, I just cannot wait to read that book because I really love him, like almost as much as Reese, I think. Anyway, this is too much for me. So now I've made it to A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. Same series, just following different characters now. I'm hella happy. It's so good so far. I'm on page 158. I just started it a couple of days ago. And let me tell you, I didn't look too much into this book before it came out. I haven't been watching that many reading vlogs. I haven't really been on BookTube like that to know any, not triggers, but triggers. Like, I don't know if anyone's talked about this or if Sarah has even put out, not a trigger, but disclaimers about this. But honey, this is not young adult. Mind you, A Court of Mist and Fury is when we really left young adult. But we're like, no, we didn't. Yeah, we left it. In the first half of the book, we're still in there, and then the last half of A Court of Mist and Fury, we just completely just freaking left young adult. And then we made it to Wings and Ruin, and I just don't know if it's been like this thing that we all knew that she's no longer writing this series as like a young adult. Because it's just like, so let me give you some background. in A Court of Thorns and Roses, in the first 3 books that follow Feyre, which is the main protagonist in those in the series, basically it's from Feyre's point of view. So we're in Feyre's mind. We're literally feeling everything that she feels. She tells us, right? This is from 3rd person. So with that being said, that caught me off guard because I'm not used to this world in 3rd person, which is absolutely fine. I don't mind it, and I think it's easier for Sarah to be able to switch between the characters being that it's in 3rd person. But that being said, it's just like such a contrast to the other books, in my opinion. Not only because Feyre's not there. I mean, Feyre is there, but she's not as prevalent as she was in the previous stories, because this isn't her story. This is following Nesta and Cassian. But honey, she's writing in 3rd person, so we're just swapping, you know, like we just see it very fluently through different characters. And the sexual thoughts, okay, are just they're not mute, they're not subtle. I feel like in A Court of Wings and Ruin and A Court of Mist and Fury, the sexual thoughts, the little banter, I feel like that was it was subtle and it was seductive. This is just hardcore. I feel like I'm reading a freaking smutty ass book, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It is really freaking good. Like I'm really enjoying it. So far I'm on page 158. Nesta gets on my damn nerves. Like this girl really drives me up the wall. She gets on my nerves, but what can you do? You know, what can you do? It's Nesta.
So good, it's so bad, it's so bad, it's so windy outside. Just music and just
Okay, something that I can discuss with you guys that I really am liking is character growth with the main character, Decca. Because when we first meet her, mind you, like the setting that this is in is extremely a misogynistic thing, and Decca is half white, half black, I'm assuming from the way that they describe her. So with that being said, she is used to a man controlling her life. She is used to keeping her head down, not asking any questions. Like, females aren't even allowed to run in the type of world that she lives in. And so you just see her character development throughout the story so far, like where she's just becoming stronger and she's realizing that she can use her voice and she does not have to be sorry for using it. You know, she doesn't have to be sorry for keeping for putting her head up and not keeping it down all the time. She doesn't have to. She's becoming unapologetically herself. She is growing into what I would say is a woman, like a very proud woman. And I mean, when I say proud, I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean it in an uplifting, powerful way. And so that is really nice to see. Yeah, so I really like that. You're currently looking at a room of depression. Oh my gosh, I look crazy. Hold on. I still kind of look crazy, but this room is depression. So this is all needs to be washed. That needs to be washed. This needs to be washed. Those are just pillows. So I'm gonna get my life the fuck together. I'm washing my like decorative towels, and I'm just gonna deep clean. So that's what we're about to do. That's what we're about to do. I'm about to deep clean. Hold on, wait. Because I for sure is about to get copyrighted for that. I probably am already. But anyway, about to deep clean. Because I need to get my life in order. And then I'm gonna vlog. For sure. Because I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. So yeah. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about my room. I want to show you my room, but it's not up to par because I had some things in some places, but I rearranged it, and I just want to show you guys because I think it looks cute and we all like an aesthetic little, you know. So this is my door. I live in a military dorm, if you guys did not know. This is my desk area. I covered it with marble. You already knew that, I feel like, if you watched my last vlogs. But you know, my hamper, my nightstand that I got from Ross, and then my headboard. I know you guys don't care about all the details, but yeah. And then I just got this beanbag from Walmart, and I was hoping that it would be a little bit smaller because this is going to be my reading nook. And I also got this new rug from Ross, but this is a lot bigger than I thought, but hey, it's fine because it's very comfortable, and you can still see my books. It's just when I film I'm gonna have to move it out of the way. Then I also got this painting, which I have nowhere to put it because I have this huge tapestry, not huge, but this tapestry up. And then I do have another painting over here because this is my bathroom section, and I just put marble flooring on it yesterday, and I'm so happy because if you know what a dorm looks like, or a military dorm, you know it's a hot mess. So this is my bathroom area. And then this is my actual bathroom. We put marble in here as well. And then yeah, it's very cute. It's giving what it's supposed to give. So anyway, oh, and then my TV, a drawing of me, some of my military sisters, and yeah, my little food area, and then my closets. Very yeah. So anyway, oh, OTTD, my mom's old vintage Tommy Hilfiger shorts and navy blue top. I don't know where I got this shirt from. And then a Yankee hat. So anyway, I'm about to tell you guys about what I read. Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hilbert. I finally got around to reading this book. I tried to physically read it and I got to chapter 6, and so today I decided I'm gonna pick up the audiobook and see how far I can get in that, and I ended up finishing the audiobook because your girl listens to audiobooks on 2.0 speed, and if you don't, get with it because I can't do any slower than 2.0. Anyway, point is, I finished it and I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. I know this is a lot of people's favorite, and I'm not saying that it's terrible. I think it's a good book. It didn't have me like, oh my gosh, this is so good, I want to read the sequels and stuff like that. But I plan to read the sequels, but it didn't have me excited to read the sequels, if that makes any sense. I enjoyed Chloe's character. She is battling chronic pain disorder. I think that's like the correct terminology for it. And so that was something new and different that I've never seen in books before, and I don't really know much about. So it was really nice learning about that. I feel like the author Talia did a really good job at pretty much explaining her pain, Chloe's pain, and how she deals with it on a daily basis, and how it's affected her lifestyle as well as her family and friends and stuff like that. So I really did enjoy that aspect. I also enjoyed that this is set in England or London or somewhere in the UK. I really enjoyed that because I love the accents, if you do not know. And then so the love interest, I think he's very cute. You know, he's Irish or Scottish, I don't remember. I feel like it's Irish. And his name is Red. He has red hair. He's muscular. He's a painter. It was giving smoldering, that's the word, smoldering vibes. It was nice. It was a slow burn romance. Like, we knew they each liked each other, but it was just, you know, I'm trying to tell you guys about it but not give you too much and give you my opinions on it. It just didn't scream. It was, the thing about reading contemporary romances is kind of like watching a chick flick. You automatically know where this is gonna go. It was good. I give it 3 out of 5 stars, and I think it's a solid book and it's worth reading. So that being said, I finished this book today and I'm very happy because y'all know how this vlog is going. I've just been in a reading rut, but I'm finally actually better. I deep cleaned my room yesterday, so I feel like that was resetting my life basically when I did that. And so on to The Gilded Ones. I have been trying to finish this book for I feel like 2 months now, but I think that tomorrow, since I gotten all my errands and stuff done, tomorrow will be the day that, and I have a new reading nook. Oh, I'm so excited. Tomorrow will be the day that I can finish this book because I'm currently on page 238 and it ends at 4:18. So I'm gonna finish this definitely tomorrow, and I'm really excited for that. And then that'll be the end of this vlog, and then we can actually start getting back on a vlog routine because I miss you guys so much. My life has just been crazy. I lost a loved one. I hate to diagnose myself, but I know that I've been depressed for a very long time, since December, and I picked back up. I started posting a little bit of vlogs, and then something happened all over again and it just reverted me back. But I miss booktube, and since finishing, you know, this book today, I'm like, this is what I needed, this is what I miss. So yeah, basically we're trying to get back on track, and I just really appreciate you guys for hanging in there with me, sticking around, because I've been watching to see, you know, where my following and stuff is going, and I haven't really lost any subscribers. I've gained some. So I just thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, because mental health is a real thing, and being in the military, being away from home, it's hard. It's really hard. But that being said, after I finished so I also, because I finished Get a Life Chloe Brown in the middle of my running my errands, so I started another audiobook, and that is You Had Me at Ola. Where is my phone? Because I'd like to tell you guys the author's name. I left my phone in the car. I have to get that. So I can't tell you guys the name of the author, but I will tell you guys later. But I have made it to chapter 6. I believe this is a new book actually that came out not too long ago, sometime during the summer, I believe. And it just had me at the cover. The cover reminded me of With the Fire on High, so I'll put the cover right here. Isn't this so beautiful? Like, I just had to pick it up. I don't know what type of reading mood I'm in. I want some fantasy, but I also want something light and that I can get through quickly. So it's kind of like a balance reading this book, The Gilded Ones, because this is a high fantasy, and then reading something like Get a Life Chloe Brown, and now You Had Me at Ola. It follows two main characters. They are both actors, and they are about to star in a telenovela. I love saying it like that. So it's giving me Jane the Virgin vibes. Nothing close to Jane the Virgin as the storyline goes, but it's still just giving me Jane the Virgin vibes. I feel like every telenovela now will. So basically the main character's name is Jasmine. I forget. Yeah, Jasmine. And then the guy's name is, I forgot, but I'll let you guys know later. Point is, they are both actors. He is well known in the telenovela world, and she is well known in the American soap opera world, and so now they are going to work together on a movie and fall in love. And yeah, that's that. I'm really excited to have a little reading nook, so now you guys can watch me read over here, because I always be reading and stuff in my bed, and I'm always sitting in my bed. I eat dinner in my bed. I have like a TV tray, and it's like, your girl just needs something else to sit on. I've been here for a year now, and I need the closest thing to a couch that I can get. So this is that. Yeah, it feels really good to be back in front of the camera. And I also decided that I'm gonna use a lot of my old clips that I have just sitting in this camera from all the times that I started to vlog, and put it into this vlog. So you may have already seen them, because I believe I'll be putting it in chronological order. That being said, you should have seen Silver Flames, and I don't believe I really told you guys about Silver Flames, so let me actually do that now. Wow, it's actually kind of, I give this book a freaking 5 out of 5 stars. It was great. Sarah J Maas, you give the girl an assignment and she delivers every single time. She understood the assignment. It just gave everything it was supposed to give. Obviously, I've been on TikTok way too much lately. Point is, So basically this one follows Nesta Archerin, I don't know how to pronounce her name, and her story basically. Well, not her origin story, but what happens after the events of the Court of Thorns and Roses series, which this is a part of. You guys know I literally suck at explaining this stuff. So it follows the events after A Court of Wings and Ruin. So if you haven't read those books, then I don't want to spoil it for you guys, and I don't want to give too much away to you guys who are about to read this book. But all you need to know is that Nesta has been through a lot, and so we're watching her find her way through PTSD, through self-sabotage, self-guilt, all of these things, and I think that Sarah J. Maas does such a good job. I really have a hard time watching TV shows and movies that are really sad, and so I don't like to read books that are really sad, or like, yeah, really depressing sometimes, especially when I'm already in like a dark place myself. I don't really like to read things like that. So at some points in this book, as you can see, it's a hunk, okay? Like, I don't know, on camera before I bought this book, it didn't really sell to me how big it was, but this baby is big. So yeah, a lot of points in this book I was like, this is kind of hard to read, like I just want something uplifting, but you literally go through it with her. Sarah does such a great job at putting you in the character's mind and really allowing you to feel their feels, pretty much. And when they build themselves up and get themselves out of that hole, you do it with them, and it feels really great. So I really did enjoy this book. The romance, okay, the romance between her and Cassian, it's giving. If I say it's giving one more time. Anyway, it's just so good. It's giving me, it's just all this. That's the thing about Sarah. So say what you want to about Sarah. I love her writing, because if I were an author, which I will be, okay, she writes how I would write. Like, you want the characters to go through things together, whatever, but then when they come together, you want that sexy banter, good relationship, and everyone ends up having someone. Like, I know a lot of people have that problem with her books. They're like, I don't like how why does every single character have to have someone? Like, dang, y'all are sounding a little bitter to me. Sounds like you're mad that you don't have someone. No, I'm just kidding. No, but honestly, like, I like that everyone has someone for someone. Like, I think that is perfect, because what do we read books for sometimes? To escape reality. In a good, in a utopia world, we would all have that perfect someone, and we do. It's just hard to find them. But in all her books, they found each other, and I love that. I think it's the perfect escape from this world, okay, from all the fuck boys, and just, it's the perfect escape to me. So I love that, and you see that in this book. And then I just can't wait for her to continue exploring all the different relationships and characters in this world, because she just literally has created a huge world that she can just branch off on, kind of how Cassandra Clare is with her books. Hi, so I just got back from the gym. Today is Monday, August 9th, and I figured I would close out this vlog. I finished The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. Now I would say, hold out, because I noticed that I always say, like, I'm gonna do a book review, and then I never do a book review. I don't think book reviews are really in me. So with that being said, let me just tell you my thoughts on this book now. So I give this book a 4 out of 5 stars. And the first half of this book was very, very slow. So that threw me off, and it took me a long time to finish this book, because I kept picking it up, reading a few chapters, like, this is really good, but it's not picking up the pace, so I would put it down. But let me tell you, once we hit that second half of the book, things started to speed up very quickly, and it just only got better and better as I turned each page. So if we're judging off the first half of the book, I give it 3 stars. But from there on, it was just so good that I have to give it 4 stars. I wish I could give it 5 stars, but because the first half of the book was so slow, and it took me forever because of how slow paced it was, it felt like, I just can't give it 5 stars, but it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it, highly recommend, and I can't wait to read the next book in the series. I believe that it's going to be a series, so yeah, it's really good. That is all for this vlog. It's going to be crazy, all over the place. I mean, snippets all the way back from April, I'm sure, and I'm just gonna put it all in here because it's just the reality of how my life's been going the past couple of months and why I haven't been here on BookTube, and you guys deserve to see it. So I filmed it, I'm gonna put it in there. Hopefully this vlog is about 30 minutes long at the most. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I look bald-headed. I'm not bald, my hair is just in a clip. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. I'm waiting on